Doesn't matter because we're live. We're live and ready to go. How's it going out there, everybody? Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen. And today we have someone special. We got someone.
Sorry.
It'll pass.
It'll pass.
This is why we got the good mic. That's all good, yeah.
It won't pick that up?
It may a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's much better. Oh my, you have no idea how much better this mic is. Like,
Than the last one you had?
God dang, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love it.
My bad, guys. I totally interrupted his intro, but I felt like that was interrupting it anyways. So there was just an ambulance passing by.
No, you're not wrong. Yeah, no, they were totally good. But either way, we got someone special for here today. Got someone better looking as my co-host this time. Someone harder working. You know, just all around what you wanted to see, guys. We got James here from Sinistro. Brother.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Good to be on. I like that intro. I definitely, hopefully, you know, I hope all your viewers know I am definitely prettier than Frankie.
Wow.
I am.
Oh my god.
I just want to, you know, make sure, like, you know, everybody out there knows. Anyways, we're actually coming out live from my office, which is great to have somebody here for the first time. We just moved like 9 months ago, but, you know, since I was in the Dominican for a while, I wasn't able to be in here. So you guys are literally the first people that have, like, I've had a few people in here, but, like, this is the first show, first, like, real kind of business atmosphere thing going on in here. So yeah, it's actually feels good to have you guys be doing it. Like, since, you know, we met, Jesus, how long ago was that?
At least five, almost 6 years ago.
Yeah, like 5-6 years ago in Bakersfield. And I think, I'm pretty sure you were the first show I've ever gone on that I did the show with, I went live with.
So back in the day when we just had the phone.
Yeah.
No mic yet,
Yeah,
no
nothing.
Laptop set up. Shit, I don't even know if we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, this is way too fancy for me, bro. Like, this is not, I don't know if I could, we gotta, like, tone it down a little.
What are you talking about? This is too fancy. Look how incredible this stuff is. It fits a little bit better now, I think.
Yeah, I'm happy about having the place. I'm happy about, you know, like, now I'm gonna do live shows from actually here, not like I used to. Some of them I would do from, like, shops, like some of my accounts. So I'd be like, hey, you guys mind if I use your office real quick for like an hour and a half to do the show? Yeah, like, yeah, go for it. Like, okay, thanks, man. So, you know, it's much better doing it here. It's more comfortable. You know, we got my little setup of alcohol and stuff here, which is cool. Being able to, it's just a little too early in the day for me, and I still got to go back to shipping once we're done. So,
yeah, I didn't think anyone can drink that many apple martinis in a day. That's all he stops, just apple martinis.
What are you talking about? Pomegranate martinis, dude. Come on.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Get it right, dude. Get it right. I can't handle the tough stuff. What you're talking about is way on my level.
Real quick, to everybody out there, Shervin checking in. How you doing, brother?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Sherv? How you doing, bro? One of my closest friends in the industry.
Good people right there.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
What do you call it? And then Raymond, how you doing? Robert, Eduardo, Leo. Well, Eduardo, actually, we told this, we've been promoting this week for this, and he already hopped on. He's already got his locked in. What he doesn't know is actually the deal I told you is wrong, brother. You're gonna get an extra stick. So for every California Dreamin you buy, as you can see rolling down the bottom, you'll get 2 of what I'm gonna be smoking in just a second. We'll go into that in just a second.
And then the bundle, what did you do on that?
I'm just gonna do the 2 packs right there, so we can keep that going, so everyone gets a chance to get some. So if you get 2 5-packs, you will get 5 with that. So you buy 1, you get 2. You buy 2, you get 5.
Okay.
So you get a little extra love in there, and I believe I've had this before, but a certain gentleman keeps this very hush-hush.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to say much about it. I haven't been I'm not going into blends or anything like that.
I'm not going into blends because it might eventually become a Sinistro cigar. I haven't decided yet. I really love the cigar. Obviously, if it's part of my personal stash, I make bundles of these just to bring back with me. The problem was this year we had invested way too much money in boxes. And this cigar would be too expensive to put in a bundle. So it never made sense to bring it out this year or last year. We had too much stuff coming out, and, you know, we don't want to, like, overflood the market with new stuff because, you know, then you're going to drown out because people will be like, okay, I can't keep up with you guys anymore.
I get that.
So we're trying to keep it, you know, shorter releases. So this thing, like, I was working on it, trying to get it out. I'm pretty sure you've smoked it because, you know, I do share with you guys. So some of my good stuff.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have definitely tried it. but it's just something now. Like I brought in, I think I had like 8 bundles of them, and I make it in a petite Corona size for me. Obviously, when we do the release, I doubt we'll do this size. It sucks because it's not a good, like a really good selling size. I would love to do this size, but you know, probably rough estimates like this would be $12. So if the Robusto next to this is like, let's say 15, the consumer's not going to go to here. And I do like the petite a little bit more than the Robusto, you know what I mean? But
that wrapper to filler ratio just goes crazy on this.
yeah, and so and it is to get a little bit into the blend. It's an African Cameroon wrapper, and it has a good amount of Lajero inside, so it's not it's a medium plus Cameroon, African Cameroon, and a lot of people were using African Cameroon. I think a lot of small cuts were out on the market, and I had a ability to get my hands on good premium cuts. So I was like, okay, let me blend with this because I haven't worked with African Cameroon. It's really hard to get. It's actually harder to get than Pennsylvania, Connecticut broadleaf. Yeah, and it's more expensive.
Sure.
And I've been doing like little small researches, like doing little studies on it. So the thing with African Cameroon that makes it so when they grow it in Africa, they have no like there's no it's like jungle status. It's not like you would see in the farms in Dominican, Nicaragua, Honduras, where everything's in a row, nicely done.
Yeah, you got that kind of like science behind it too.
Yeah, this is no science. It's all like just thrown out there, middle of a whole bunch of little other plants. Obviously, it's in an open field, you know, but it's not done to the science T of it. So some of the leaves will touch together. There is no, like when you get the container, it's sorted in the Dominican. It's not sorted in Africa. So you figure out how much wrapper, binder, and filler, and how much Viso, Seco, and Lajero you have once you get the container. It's not like you know beforehand, like when the farmer is selling it, it's like, oh, this is, so you buy by the container, and it's pretty much, you know, kind of luck of the draw, you know.
Yeah, that sounds like real luck of the draw. Right?
It's like Storage Wars, like that show. You know, you buy a storage, and you know you might hit $1 million or you might not.
Why is that not a show yet then? Because I'm watching some dude buy like 3 different ellipticals. Like, oh, I don't know if any of these work. I'd rather watch that.
And then he's gonna go sell it. You'd rather see this guy doing it in the Dominican Republic, right?
I would watch.
I know, but so with the wrapper, you're gonna find blotches on African Cameroon, little dots places, and that's how you know it's African Cameroon as opposed to Ecuadorian Cameroon.
Okay.
Ecuadorian Cameroon will be much cleaner, much a little bit shinier in color, and the blotches come from the leaves actually touching when they're growing, as opposed to like in the Dominican or in Nicaragua or in Honduras when they grow wrapper, they'll grow it a little bit further in distance, so the leaves are not overlapping or touching each other, and you know the wrapper tobacco is grown a little bit more. The wrapper tobacco is grown a little bit more further apart as opposed to like filler or binder tobacco. So it gives the plants a chance to grow bigger leaves. You know what I mean? But in Africa, there's no rules. It's just done, and everything's thrown in together and shipped in a container.
Just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
they're just growing until it grows, and then get it out there.
Yeah, there's no like sorting, picking unilaterally, none of that. So that's what drives up the price. On you know, there's obviously less wrapper. You're gonna find more filler, more binder, less wrapper. So that drives up the price of the wrapper. And you know, Pennsylvania and Connecticut, it's drawn up by sadly by the roll your own, like the swishers and those guys are buying up the containers and using it for that. This one is more expensive because of the rarity, as opposed to it being, Pennsylvania and Connecticut is rare, but a ton of it is still being used, as opposed to African Cameroon. There's not a ton of it being used for roll your own tobacco. You know what I mean? So
it's maybe not easier to get, but at least you can get a hold of it.
Yeah, and you don't have to gamble on a full container.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like with Pennsylvania and Connecticut, if they have it, the grower or whoever you're buying from, you could be a little bit more picky. Like, oh, I want Lajero for the filler. I want wrapper. I want binder. You're going to be paying more, obviously, if you're more picky with Connecticut broadleaf and Pennsylvania. But with African Cameroon, it is what it is. You're either going to get small cuts. If you notice, a lot of people that use African Cameroon, they use them on smaller ring gauge cigars and shorter ring gauge cigars, and that's because there's more smaller cut out of African Cameroon because of the growing process, as opposed to big cuts. So, like, if you're doing 50 gauges and up, you've got the bigger cut. Difficult. Yeah, you're gonna have bigger cuts, and it's gonna be harder to find.
Yeah. So yeah, that would really benefit then, I guess, from getting maybe a little more technical with the farming aspect itself.
Yeah.
But you think it would be the same quality though once they started doing that? You think you get the same flavors from it?
Who knows? Maybe it is the way it is because it's grown that way. Yeah, because it is grown that way, and you get that flavor profile because it is grown. Obviously, it has to do with the soil. The African soil, and because they do grow it in Ecuador.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it's not like the Ecuador price is super expensive. So obviously the demand is more for the African. So a lot of it has to do with the soil. Who knows? And I know great farmers that took African Cameroon and they grew it in Nicaragua, and they're like, oh, we have it. It's phenomenal. This, that, and when you look at it, they grew it the scientific way. It looks great, but it doesn't taste as good. Now, if it's the soil or the method of growing, obviously, you're gonna have to repeat it a few times to figure out what the real problem is. But it wasn't able to be done in Nicaragua the same way that they do it in Africa.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, that trial and error is gonna catch up sooner or later. I mean, it's the same way as like you grow grapes, makes the wine different. How much water, how much soil you get, how much sunlight they get. Always something gonna be different. And I don't want to. This is kind of a weird comparison to the African farming to say food trucks here in California. You get better tacos out of the food trucks. Right? It's just how it is. It's just something they do differently, and it might just be that method that it's time tested. They keep doing it that way because they're getting good product. It might be a little more of a gamble when you get, you said, the different sizes. If you have a little bit of blotches there.
I think also the food truck aspect is like there's always some home recipes and the family love that's put into the food truck. Like, you're not going to get that from a shoe chef, that's sitting in back of a restaurant that's just grinding out the same meal over and over and over again. Yeah,
they know what they're doing, but
yeah, exactly. It's off a recipe. It's like 2 tablespoons of this, 3 tablespoons of that. Whereas opposed to like, it's some dude cooking for his family back there in the taco truck, and it is repetitive the same way, but it's done more out of like love, I guess, as opposed to okay, read this recipe and follow along as
Oh yeah, like family tradition versus just traditional.
Yeah.
Like there's a great way to do something, but if your family has its own spin, they know what they're doing. Those are the things that win awards. Those are the things that stand out. Or at least are more unique in some cases.
And you can taste the love in it most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, you can taste the love in it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Sorry.
Real quick.
Like I'm just having a conversation with you. What's going on?
That's what we're supposed to do, dude. I missed this.
Real quick. So when you say Ecuadorian Cameroon, is that like saying what do you call it? Like Cuban seed? They're basically taking the seeds from Cameroon and taking them somewhere else, the same way they do from Cuba to somewhere else.
Yeah. Ecuador is kind of the new cheap, viable land where you could grow. The only issues there right now are with the. I don't know if you consider them narcos or if it's just the illegal. Like, what do you call it? The criminal organizations. I don't know if they're actual, but like I've heard stories of people going out to the farms and they're supposed to get picked up by their partner, and the partner never shows up, and then the next day their partner finally shows up to the hotel, and like the whole because they got to that country and they know like the investors, the guys with the money are there. Like somebody went to the farm and like literally kidnapped everybody the day before.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. So that's the thing with Ecuador right now is it's very good, like cheap land, very viable, great fertile land to grow tobacco on.
For sure.
Obviously, cheap labor, which obviously entails into our industry. But there's that one problem, like you might end up kidnapped for you. And I guess the manager from the farm, they found him like the next day tied up in a ditch somewhere.
Jeez, wait, was he at least still alive?
Yeah,
Damn,
he was alive.
okay.
He was alive. Yeah.
So you're saying we could send Frankie over just to see what's going on, like a Vice story.
Like if we have to gamble and lose someone, we'll throw
Wow.
Frankie out there.
We'll send Frankie and Melanie. They'll learn you guys. You know?
Yeah, definitely Melanie. Not, dude. They'll definitely take good care of her.
Yeah, they'll treat her like a queen. I'll disappear the next day. No one's gonna miss. Let me get the lighter broken.
Yeah. Also, do you want to go over the deal again?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We should run that. Like tell everyone every few.
Absolutely, guys. Yes. So California Dreamin', these 5-packs. This is our habano blend right here, guys. I got the full blend for you in just a second. We'll go over the whole thing. The 5-pack you are going to get in there included. There's 2 of these guys right here. This is James' special stash, which he is being kind enough to share with us today and to share with you guys if you hop on this. So for every 5-pack you buy, you'll get 2. But if you buy at least 2 5-packs, you get 10 California Dreamins. You'll get 5 of these guys right here. I'm gonna go ahead and light up too. I have not yet.
Yeah,
I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah, no, you take way too long. I think that again because the office is not set up properly. The proper lighter to space ratio is not done, and the proper ashtray to space ratio I don't think I've done correctly yet. So I'll be working on those things once I get back from the Dominican. There's only so much space you can have in the cigar office without a lighter being present.
That's a good call.
Yeah, and same thing with the ashtray. There could only be. That's why I put this thing over here. Dude, you know what? I was doing the PCA, so we were in IKEA buying furniture, and so I bought these as ashtrays, and I don't know the thing down here. I don't know. They were like pennies, like not pennies, but cents. They were like under $1, I think.
Yeah.
But they're awesome ashtrays, dude. Like they clean real easy. But you just can't sit anything on it. That's the only issue.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not letting this guy go anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Like usually if I put mine down somewhere, I'll put it like right here. So. And I have some ashtrays, but I'd rather have Sinistro ashtrays out in the Sinistro office. So we're going to be working on some Sinistro ashtrays.
I can see a lot of guys out there going to want some of those too. It might start for the office, but it's going to spread out there.
The issue with that is like you have to do 1,000 of them if you're going to print them. So they'll be out for, if they come for the Sinistro office, they'll be enough for everybody out there. Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that.
And the kind of the idea is the S, but long enough where, so the S has those 2 holes in the middle, obviously.
Yep.
So those 2 holes would be where you would ash.
Oh,
and then
shit.
use the tie and the face and stuff like that to use as a holder. And then long enough where it'll fit like on a rectangular table where you can put it in the middle and both sides can use it. Yeah.
Oh,
not just like a really, like not that I, like, don't get me wrong. I've had small, big ashtrays. This thing I kind of want more longer, so it's like more of a centerpiece. Talk about, like some of the Fuente ashtrays I think are gorgeous. Like the new one they just did with the deep round dish. Yeah, that thing came out really nice in colors. The purple rain humidor I thought was awesome. I never thought I would see a purple humidor and be like, oh wow, that's gorgeous. Like
was it the Opus Society?
Yeah,
whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, the Opus, dude, it is gorgeous. The one through Prometheus. Not
okay,
the
yes.
One. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just saw it at a store and it's purple and it's like a deep dark purple, like blackish kind of, and it's gorgeous, man. It's got like a Chinese lacquer shiny finish to it. It's beautiful.
It's hard not to bring up their stuff when you're talking accessories. I get that, but I would rather have the Sinistro S for that sound. I'm sorry.
Sure, I got you.
This is not just because I'm in Sinistro headquarters here. That's just because that sounds friggin' phenomenal for the middle of a nice table.
Yeah, and it's more usable and more functional.
And it's gonna look really cool.
And do the what do you call it? The clay, not clay, but of course, the harder ones, not the plastic ones.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but whatever that resin or something.
I can't think of it right now. I have too much going on in the brain.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't gonna break right when if something happens real quick.
No,
Yeah.
these ones will break.
Oh, so what you say?
Yeah, not the more, but the ones the same ones that the Fuente ones are made out of.
Porcelain.
Porcelain.
No, it's porcelain. Yeah,
It's porcelain.
yeah, it's porcelain.
Probably something
I
else.
think so. Maybe enamel. I don't know.
I thought it was. It'll come to me by the time the show ends. I
Some-
guarantee you.
Someone knows
Someone
out there. You
ceramic.
tell us the word.
Ceramic. Yes.
That's why you're supposed to be on camera. So Leo, Richard, Eduardo, Timothy taking advantage of it already. Thank you guys so much. William right here. Look there, the man, the myth, the legend, James himself. Yeah, he's on here.
And don't worry, guys. We didn't put Frankie in the trunk. He's just right here. He's making sure you guys get all your cigar needs taken care of while we're on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Handling the comments because I know I'm missing them, but I'm not. I miss you guys too as well. Don't worry. It's not just your comments I want. I'm glad you guys are on here. Imagine how much more you would sell if Miguel danced and juggled during this. Yeah, I can't juggle. Come on. What are you doing?
Hey, probably a lot more if he was doing that in zebra print speedos. Just a thought, but maybe next show, next time around.
I left it. I don't wear speedos. I wear tuck speedo. Different. It's got a bow tie and attaches all the way down the center.
Shut the hell up! I
Perfect.
had no idea those things existed.
I've seen it online. I don't have it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was a wish.com. Like you might also it's like, why would I want this?
Dude, have you seen the one where it's the toenail thing that like it's dude, I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm like, who would pay first? You know, it sends you like the idea, like, oh, check this thing out.
You want this too?
Yeah. So I was like, I was like, what is this? I'm looking at it. I'm like, no way, there's an invention for this. Like, that's insane, dude. Wish has some of the weirdest stuff that it tells you, like,
oh, you can,
yeah, like just some crazy, like, 8 foot tall Star Wars all metal, like, Chewbacca figure. You know, you'll find it on.
Sure,
Wish,
of course I want that. No, I don't want the toe thing. No. I want
the whole thing.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca it depends on the price. You know, we gotta negotiate.
That's you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Because sometimes we go crazy on there. Gracie, Richard, thank you guys for joining. The deal is again, guys, if you buy a 5-pack of California Dream, let me hold that up real quick. You get 2 of the special blend we are smoking right now, not released in stores, not released at all right now. So you get a little Petite Corona special to go with that. You get 2 of these. If you buy 2 packs, so that's 10 California Dreamins, you'll get 5 of these guys. So 15 cigars all together. The price is $50 for the 5 packs, guys. So if you'd like to get a hold of them, on the bottom is how you can go ahead and order. They're all running right there. CASHAPP, ZELLE, VENMO, PayPal. I think they're the 4 of those right there. Any of those will work, guys. Whatever one works best for you.
Or you guys could show up at the office with cash. You know, if you're in SoCal, we take cash too.
Yeah, it works. Hey, everyone should take cash. I'm tired of this coin shortage
Dude,
stuff.
you know you can't go to Apple and buy anything and this isn't new. This has been like this for like the last 6-7 years. My boy went to Apple, tried to buy an iPhone all cash, and they were like, no, you have to buy with a debit card, credit card, or they will not let you buy with cash, bro.
Well, you know what? I've seen too many videos of Apple stores getting robbed. And like just people running in there grabbing something off the shelf. So if they had that much cash, because nothing in there is cheap. You know, it's so it's expensive. You put cash, you're dropping like $1,000 in their pocket every time.
Yeah, you know, if 10 guys buy cash iPhones, that makes sense.
All
like that's $10,000 just in the safe right there, cash.
So yeah, just I think safety of employees. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Yeah. But if I'm at Circle K or something.
Yeah, they better be taking cash, dude. Yeah, and I saw it at the I was at the post office the other day. I saw the sign about the coin shortage, and I'm like, dude, you're the post office. Like you work for the people that print the damn coins. You know, like call them up and tell them to send you more coins. Like, what's going on, dude?
Well, you guys make yourselves forever stamps. Yeah. They never go bad. How do you guys not have the stuff that never goes bad? The money.
I'm kind of understanding now why like they wanted to abolish the. They have the worst customer service, bro. Worst customer service. I had like 2 people just walk away from me because they couldn't answer the question. I was like, dude, like
you can't find someone.
Yeah, I know.
Like
it's insane. Worst customer service, and I've come to find out because I'm dealing with this stuff. The government, obviously the DMVs we all know have the worst, but like the Social Security offices, like we got to fix that And I think it has to start where the boss level. Like if you're a boss that comes in and you're a grumpy boss, it's gonna trickle down. Yeah. So like, you know, if you're a supervisor at one of these like government agencies, like please come in and be nice to your employees so your employees can be nice to your customers. And you know, maybe there won't be a lot of fights going on in your like office or front lobby or whatever.
That's not crazy to think about. You be good to people, they're gonna be good back, you know. It already sucks there. You know, don't make it worse.
Yeah, it just feels like if it's one of those services that like you need, they just treat you bad because you have to be there, not because like. But if it's Target, like, and you can go buy the product somewhere else, whether it's a little bit more or not, they'll be nice to you because they don't want you to go somewhere else to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, why can't it be like that everywhere?
It's a little competition never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Richard, Associate hopping on that deal too, brother. Appreciate it right there.
Are there any questions on there yet? Or
Gracie, no, I got Gracie's comment. There we go. Hey, Kat, thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. Again, the deal, because I know you just joined, California Dreamin' right now is going to include a special never before released Petite Corona right here. You get 2 if you get 5. You get 5 if you get 10 California Dreamin'. And all the different ways right there at the bottom. We got Matt hopping in on YouTube. Glad to see you, brother. Hey, Matt, it's been a minute. I'll see you.
All the comments come up on there, or just the YouTube comments come up in there, and then he takes care of the other comments?
No, all of them should pop in here.
Up there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So there's like it's a app that does all that for you.
Oh.
It mashes all this stuff together.
Yeah. So right now we are live on the Bakersfield Gentleman Facebook. We are live on Pariah Cigars, and we are live on the Bakersfield Gentleman YouTube page. It takes care of all that for us. So much easier.
But can you do Instagram on here too, or no?
No.
That's the one app you can't add out to it.
They don't have it at all. There's someone who does, but Dad Smoking Cigars uses them, and it just never works for him properly. It always cuts out audio for somebody else, or the video's inverted.
But you would think that this one would use it because Facebook and Instagram is the same company, right?
Yeah, they own same software, I assume.
I would assume, right? Yeah. You would think. But, you know, I'm sure, just give it time. Everything's happening. When I first started driving, I know I'm going to sound like an old man, but, like, there was no GPS. I always think about that. Like how did you would have to...
MapQuest.
Yeah, you would have to
print out
or write down the directions and then go. There was no, like, plug and play. There was no, if this route is too much traffic, go this way. Like, if there was too much traffic on that route, guess what? You sit in the traffic, dude. Yeah, there is no like rerouting you to a different freeway. And it's crazy, like how like you start thinking about it, and you're like, how did I survive back then? Like, you know, like
I remember doing it from Ventura all the way to El Paso, using those MapQuest
Texas.
papers. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you know they were never all like. One time I was in San Diego, and we were going somewhere, and it took me to a dead end. There was nowhere to like, and I kept like circling like for half an hour trying to figure out like maybe where this, and I could never find the place I was going to. So imagine if you were driving to El Paso, and you know one of the pages you printed is a dead end. You know, like oh my God, and you know between there and El Paso, there's a lot of dead space.
Oh, it's desert. It's just flat land and nothing. We did that drive when I was a kid, a little black van.
It's 2 of us.
And it was, I mean, there was nothing. We broke down, and we were lucky enough to be like walking distance to a gas station.
Oh yeah, and if you were, you were screwed.
Yeah, we were just stuck out there for the night.
That's insane, dude. Like even Arizona, like driving from California to Arizona, from Palm Springs till Scottsdale, there's nothing. Sorry. There's Blythe at the edge of California.
Yep.
But it's still like there's just a few gas stations.
I was like, how big is Blythe?
Yeah,
like, honestly, like, no offense to Blythe.
Yeah. It's a couple truck stops and a lot of gas stations, and that's Blythe. But like it's nothing. It's crazy how like when you start travel, like because of what I like now I'm traveling, I'm going to different states and stuff, like how much dead space there is in the country. Like 90% of it is dead space. It's like unused land. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're all spread out to a certain degree. It's like at the highways, you know, it works. But then you look at it and it's just emptiness.
Real quick, Matt says he has 10 empty boxes of all Sinistro that his wife friends keep trying to take from him.
Oh, gotta be careful with that. They will
Justin
take
wants to know about California Dreamin'.
California Dreamin'. Thank you for asking, sir. Appreciate that. California Dreamin' is our habano blend. It's the first thing we have with an actual label on it, so appreciate that. It is going to be a one-off. This is the volume 1, as it says in the title. So this is going to be that.
It's the one and done. The factory has no more. I wanted. So when I was doing the La Fabrica stuff, I was going through a whole bunch of different samples, and that one was actually the number 1 sample for me. I was most impressed with which is the California Dreaming. But up to that, it was the mystery cigar, because we couldn't figure out for the first 3-4 months we couldn't figure out the blend info. Then we couldn't. Then we realized there was only, how many did we ship you guys?
It was 900
yeah. We only had 900 cigars, so it wouldn't have fit into La Fabrica. It wouldn't have made sense.
Work for this guy.
Yeah. So, but it was literally one of the my favorite blends that I smoked, and I do have some of the information right here on it. So the wrapper's Habano. The binder's Dominican, the filler, we have Criollo and Ligero and Seco. We have Esteli Ligero, Pennsylvania Ligero, and Corojo Viso. And the Criollo from the factory that we're using is actually phenomenal. We were just talking about that a second ago. So, there is Ligero and Seco in there, and it's a Habano wrapper. So, like I said, it was actually for... When I was going through the La Fabrica lines and smoking through the samples, that one was my favorite. Which sucks I couldn't put it into the La Fabrica. But while I was there, remember I called you up. I'm like, hey, bro, I got great news for you, dude. You got to take this one. And then we found out the blend info. Before I even, talked to you about it, I wanted to make sure we got the blend info on it. We found the blend info on it, and just so it wasn't just a mystery cigar.
It helps a lot. People love blend information, but it is either way. Even if you don't know the blend, you know that it's a Habano wrapper and it's a phenomenal cigar. The construction is unbelievable. We did a virtual long ash contest with it, and myself and a couple other people got down to half an inch left.
Oh, no
just
way.
Stacked.
Yeah,
just nonstop stacked.
Oh, yeah.
It was perfect, absolutely perfect the entire way through. One guy put it on a pipe and smoked it just kept going down through it, and he didn't want to break it off by taking the band off, so he smoked through the band.
Oh,
I was like,
gosh,
savage, like a champ though.
Yeah, like a champ, dude. But next time take the band off first.
That's the mistake everybody made. I made that mistake too during that video.
You left the band off.
So I had to take it. I got it off, and the ash held on.
No way.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
I was surprised. I'm not that good. Never that good. I don't win long ash contests. I just do them for the fun of it.
Well, it wasn't you. It was the cigar.
100%.
There you go.
Yeah. I got lucky with a great cigar.
Yeah.
Now here's something that I don't know if you knew this, but a couple guys took their band off, and it doubles as a sticker.
It doubles as a sticker?
Yeah, because our buddy Mitch took his off perfectly, removed it.
Yeah.
And then he kind of noticed that there was another layer to it.
Yeah.
So he peeled it off and sent me a video of him putting it on one of his band collectors that he has. It worked as a friggin' sticker.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
I did not know about this.
I haven't gotten to work because every time I remove it, I don't have it as perfect as he did.
You can't win them all. Mitch has the magic hands.
All right, yeah, let's check this out.
Here, these are all yours.
So. Okay. I'm going to be a little quiet on camera, guys. I apologize because...
It's going to take some...
okay, I think I see it, but I just can't get it.
I had no idea.
Okay, it definitely is something there. Oh my gosh, I gotta do that off camera because then I'm gonna spend 20 minutes doing that, guys. I apologize. Yeah, there we go. Leo just talking about that too in the comment. The band's being stickers. Hey Leslie, how you doing?
So Leo had the same experience with it.
I don't know if he did or not, but I know he saw the video because we posted as soon as someone told someone else this has to have worked before too for someone else.
Hey, that's actually a pretty cool idea. If it wasn't done on purpose, then it's not a bad idea. But these are all printed at the same printer. So all except for these. So it might work on one of these a little bit easier because it has. Oh no, yours has corners too.
Yeah, a
But
little bit there.
These are all done at the same spot, so who knows? Oh, and then here's your. I don't know if you got that one yet.
Oh, I'm not in person yet. I can't. I'm gonna keep this down here though.
Yeah.
Keep that down.
That one's coming in the future, guys.
Oh, Leslie, don't worry. You have not missed anything just yet because I can tell you all of that right now. We are doing our California Dreamin' event right now. What's going to happen here is if you buy a 5-pack at $50, you're also going to get 2 of these blended by James, never released before, not going to be released in this size,
That one's the
cigars as well. So for you get a 5-pack, you get 2 of these. You get 10 of the California Dreamin', so 2 packs. You're going to get 5 of these guys. And that's what I'm smoking right now. Friggin' powerhouse of flavor. Unbelievably good right there.
I actually gave one, and it's got a lot of hair in it. So I was smoking. It was my friend just had a baby, and we did a first time ever I've ever gone to a male baby shower, but it was all guys, right? And it was at a restaurant. I think this one was done the right way. It was just guys, restaurant, food and alcohol. No, like, oh look, this president. I don't want to sound like an.
You guys didn't play games? It was for
no,
guys.
it was just guys, yeah. And it wasn't like it was all just guys. There was no couples, there was no games, there was no it was just guys cheersing, celebrating the new life. You know what I mean? And it was, again, I'm upset, but being in my age group, you don't get to see your friends as often. So just being able to sit down and, have everybody at the same place and being able to, just have a drink with the guys again, it was good. It was good. You know what I mean? It was a good feeling. It was cool. And I took these as his, he wanted to give away cigars, and we were able to smoke there. It was cool. And it was in Burbank. Go figure.
Nice.
So we took these in a Robusto format, a 5x52. And one guy hadn't smoked a cigar in over a year. And he's like, dude, my throat, if I haven't smoked in a long time, it can't be harsh. And I know there's a lot of Lajero in here, so I was like, listen, for me, it's smooth, but I don't know, but I can't tell you one way or another. You gotta roll the dice on it,
I get that.
And he called me the next morning. He's like, dude, this thing's very smooth. Nothing's wrong with my throat, But for having that Lajero in there, it's got a ton of flavor. It just doesn't have that super crazy kick to it,
Yeah, no, so, very maybe medium right there. I would say,
medium.
But unbelievable flavor. Just great. I think you picked the right size too. I think that's just a Lancero is cool and all, but sometimes I don't have time to kind of sit with the Lancero.
Yeah.
So that Petite Corona is just friggin'.
I love Lanceros, but Petite Coronas, Lanceros, they all hit in the right wheelbase for me. You know what I mean? I've always been a big fan.
But like you said, the average when you go out there is not those. It's a Robustos, Toros. I get that. I mean, those are great sizes too. I'm not gonna say no to a Robusto.
Yeah, definitely not. And depending on the ring gauge on the Toro, I might smoke the Toro. I really like 50 and 52 ring gauge on Toro, but I also like 50 and 52 ring gauge on my Robusto.
Yeah.
So I do like Corona Gordas, which is a 6x52. So I'm right there, 50-52 on anything that's not a Petite or a Lancero.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then real quick from Matt over here, is there any place at Palmdale or in Lancaster you can get some Sinistro because his in-laws are out there?
Palmdale or Lancaster? I think your closest bet. How far is Bakersfield from Palmdale?
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a distance, yeah.
From Lancaster, it's still that far? No, from here it's an hour and a half to Bakersfield.
Because you got to go up, and then you got to
okay. Yeah, dude, sorry. The best, the closest I got for you is in Bakersfield at Cigars and More 2. Sorry. And I'm trying to think what's the closest down off the 5 South. I know I have one in Granada Hills, the Humidor in Granada Hills. They have it.
Good people.
Yes.
Yeah. Same as Zuzu though. Zuzu's great.
Yeah, we did their event that they had at that restaurant.
Oh, with Oliva, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Manny Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I love Manny. Good guy.
Oh yeah. Good. That was a fun time. That was some good stuff. They brought out some dancers for it, like last minute entertainment.
Were they like
Big feathers and stuff. I forget what you
okay,
call them
hell
though.
yeah, hell yeah. The belly dancers.
But kinda, yeah. And the only thing was they had the hookah going too. They got the big feathers, right? But you had these hot coals everywhere. I'm like, oh, don't catch on fire.
Did anything happen?
No, they were fine.
That's good.
But they even like kind of like when they're taking pictures, like, oh, just careful with your cigar, please. You know,
Yeah.
everything went smooth. It was
That's
really
good.
cool. I want to do more events where we have cool stuff like that. Like we're trying to do something in Bakersfield for Halloween. Over at Casa Tequila, it's right next to the lounge anyway. They have a great patio set up. It's ventilated, so the smoke's not a problem. But it's just kind of the same things every time. So I got my buddy George the Giant who does sideshows. He does fire breathing, the sword swallowing stuff, the nail in the nose, and it's Halloween themed. So I figured if I can get him to go there, because we're still talking about it, I just want to make sure because he has an event for a local charity the same night. But he's like, I could maybe double do it. Let me just give me some time to think it over.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, something new for events.
Yeah, dude. And I kind of, with the Sinistro events, I would bring models to the events and like more for not to sell. Like the problem I thought before with models was that they were trying to sell the cigars at the events. And I was like, dude, that's my job. Like, your job is to like take pictures, like help out the store, grab some cigars, cut a cigar. Well, if you learn how to do it, light a cigar. If you learn how to do it, more for, not for like being pushy and trying to get guys to buy cigars, but just to let people have more fun. You know what I mean?
The atmosphere to it.
Yeah, and then a lot of guys enjoyed it. I had one shop say we have too many wives for that, so no models, please. And I was like, all right, no problem.
Fair enough. Yeah. Sometimes, you don't want to make that pot right there because then it just gets crazy. But I get what you're doing though, because it's just more of a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
And sometimes a lot of the models that work with smoke cigars, at least with us, and they'll try out different stuff.
And especially especially if they're in the environment, they'll try it as opposed to, like I feel like most women will, if they're in the environment, will try it. The only thing is they've never been in that environment before to feel comfortable enough to try it. You know what I mean? Or, and that's what I hear from like most girl smokers when I talk to them is, it was one of my guy friends that took me to a lounge and like, I felt comfortable because like he was part of the group. And once, like when you're in a lounge atmosphere and you're one of the guys that's frequents that lounge, like when you walk in, it's like cheers, like, hey Norm, like, you know what I mean? So when it's that vibe, it's I think it's a little bit easier for girls to feel comfortable in that atmosphere.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like women, if you should just call ahead and say your name to the lounge, and so when you walk in, everyone will say your name. Usually most lounges are very welcoming, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like if you're a woman smoker and you're watching this, don't feel like I know there was a time like I would even feel uncomfortable going into a lounge. I just feel like that part of our industry is kind of faded away. Like at the back 15 years ago when I would walk into a lounge with t-shirt and jeans, I would get the whole like, who's this kid? Like what is he doing here?
Ambassadors.
Like, yeah. And, depending on like and it was 90% of lounges back then. That was that kind of atmosphere. Like, who's this kid? And blah, blah, blah. And then I would have to sit down and prove myself with my cigar knowledge or, like, oh, I'm not this dumb kid that's wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And I feel like that stage, I'm sure there's still some shops around that are like that. There's still a 10%. But I feel like 90% of the shops are more welcoming and more like, hey, come on down. Like, oh, if you don't, like before I felt like, if you asked a question that everybody in the room knew the answer to, and you were a novice and you were beginning, you would get like one of those like snotty like remark answers back. Where opposed to now, when I had my shop, I ran it this way where I felt like it was better to educate people as opposed to like laugh at them because they didn't know better.
Oh, 100%. You want to make a new smoker, not drive someone away.
Exactly, and I think that's what kind of killed the boom in the 80s. It became like a my club thing. And now I think there's a boom happening now that surpassed the boom in the 80s, and it's happening because more people are being like involved in the teaching aspect of it, as opposed to it's a grown man's club, or it's this club, or it's the Forbes 500 club. You know what I mean? Like it's gone more into like, and most of the smokers that are making this boom, what it is the 30 to 50-year-old range, which are into like that, especially the 30 to 50-year-old smoker in California or in America, or the consumer in America. They're more adamant about learning, whether it's beer, whether it's Scotch, whether it's, you know what I mean? Like, I've gone, like, I just showed you my Scotch collection. I've gone caught up in that too, and I'm not a heavy drinker, you know what I mean?
But it's fun to learn.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if it's more on the education aspect I've gotten into Scotch, and like, I think it's a cool aspect to it too, you know what I mean? But like, for not being a drinker, why do I have this much Scotch? You know what I mean? But for not being a heavy drinker, it's more of like learning and collecting and like, oh look this, and like I've become a Scotch nerd too, and like I'm at a point where I won't open a bottle until I have 3 of them, just in case I really like it, so I have an extra one, and then the extra one to save. You know what I mean?
Like, I got your backup on the backup.
Yeah,
just
like
case.
you have to do that nowadays, and stuff is just flying off the shelves now. You can't find stuff like blends, which I don't even care for blends, but you can't find it. Where before you would walk into any liquor store and it would be $70. Now you walk in, if they have it, it's like 170.
Yeah, 150, 170.
Yeah.
You had the John Wick boom. As soon as they saw that horse in the movie,
yeah, dude,
everywhere.
And okay. Mad Men, they would drink a bottle. They would have the bottle so at the end of every episode, they would have the bottle in between the two, and there were 2 lawyers, right? They would smoke a cigar and have Scotch.
Was that the same bottle on there?
Yeah, it was a blends bottle.
I haven't really watched that show, so
I haven't either. Someone told me about it, and then I watched, like, I YouTube the ending. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, that's what they do at the end of every show. They would end it with 2 of them smoking a cigar and drinking a cup of Scotch together.
Huh.
So real quick, Matt wants to know, James, are you going to be in Modesto anytime soon? And then second, what do you guys think pairs well with the California Dreamin'?
Oh man, I actually have a couple that I already. I'll start non-alcoholic, get into my weird stuff, and I'll go to the stuff. Obviously, the first thing you start off with is coffee. I mean, it's not super heavy. I know it's got that Lajero in there, but from myself, from a couple guys that have smoked repeatedly, it's in that medium to just a little bit plus range. So I still have it in the morning quite often. Like when I want to, it's like, you know what? I can have a black coffee, no problem. Maybe just a little bit of sweetener. But nothing crazy. I'm not going with creamers. I just don't like those anymore. It used to be like half a cup of French vanilla, then the coffee's on top. No more of that.
I stopped doing that too. If you have good coffee,
don't need it.
You don't need it. Yeah, it's the only time you need creamer is like for Folgers. Sorry, Folgers, if you're watching.
Sponsorship from Folgers.
Would you want sponsorship from Folgers?
I'll take it.
If you had to like drink it and have it up on
all
your show all the time, you would drink.
I would just have to have the Folgers can right
there. Yeah, you can put whatever you want in the cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you're like fair. Only if Bailey sponsored me too, and I could
just dump in there. You gotta try that Buffalo Trace creamer too. That's good stuff.
Buffalo Trace creamer.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's alcoholic.
Yes, not very much, but it's probably the same as Bailey's.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I gotta try that.
But after that, a weird one that I really liked was Bang Energy drink. With this, it was weird because they're very sweet, like unbelievably sweet. I forget which one it was. They have ridiculous names for these things.
Don't they have different color cans?
Yeah, but they're like, they'll have like black and then a little bit of like purple or green to this one. I'm trying to think. I want to say it was black cherry. It might have been black and red, and it just went really well. But then if I'm going alcohol, there's some really good stuff out there. I like my Monkey Shoulder a lot. Always good.
Say, a good bourbon would go well with that.
Yeah, I would agree with Leo. He says Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo, you can't go wrong. It's a decent, and you can find it wherever you're at.
And, A, you can find it wherever you're at. B, it's as heavy as on your palate as the Scotch would be. It still does not overpower the bourbon would be. It still does not overpower the cigar. The cigar actually keeps up good with bourbon, and for a habano wrapper, it does keep up very, very well with a stronger Scotch, like a heavier. I wouldn't go peaty,
Nah, probably
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I mean, at
I don't like
most-
PD to begin with,
No.
and I just feel like with PD you would need like you always would have to do a Maduro.
Yeah, something
Because,
very
or else, yeah, or else
heavier.
it's, you're only gonna taste the Scotch if you're going super peaty. You know, like, and it depends. Like, it's not that I don't like peaty. I do like it, but there's some of them out there that are just
Nothing.
like all you taste is wood and fire, dude. You're like, what the hell? And it's usually the Isle, the the Isle batches, the Islay.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Islay batch from whatever companies that put them out. Like,
Yeah.
and it's usually like just tastes like burnt wood. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. That doesn't do anything for me.
Very overpowering.
I'm down with smoked barbecue. I just don't like it in my thing. But I just bought this Japanese Scotch. I think it's KAIYO. And so there's this wood that they grow in Japan. It's a special wood from Japan, and these guys have the they own the land that all the trees grow on.
Oh, okay.
So and I kind of broke my rule with this. I only bought 2 bottles and I opened one, but it was a very good smoke flavor for like a peaty Scotch. It was really good. I have one more bottle in there. If there's anyone that wants to, like, I'll grab it and put it on the camera if anyone wants to know what it is.
Yeah, you guys let us know in the comments. Yeah, and big shout out to Frankie for helping out with the comments, making sure we're getting on those.
Yeah, bro, the guy hasn't stopped. He's been working, like, me and you have just been chilling, talking, and the whole poor guy's like,
Hey, it's nice. I like him working. Actually, I have a question for Frankie though too. What was that tequila you got us that one time? 90115?
512.
512. Yeah, tequila 512. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Really nice. We had the anejo, yeah? Reposado, excuse me. No bite to it, very smooth, but still had those traditional flavors, pure agave, as you need it to be. Don't ever get that mixed stuff because that's not tequila at that point.
Yeah.
That's just, it was very nice.
I just tried this too. It's tequila that's made from agave and tamarind.
Huh.
You know tamarind, right?
Yeah.
It is very. It's a weird. It's not weird, bad weird. It's weird. Like I've never tasted anything like this weird, right?
Yeah.
But it has a really good profile, like on your palate. Hold on. You want me to grab the bottles real quick?
Go check it out. Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll get to this real
So-
quick.
If you can find them, it's a good buy.
Jeff just joined us right now.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, brother? We are doing the California Dreamin' sale right now. Again, you buy a 5-pack, you're going to get 2 of these never released before Petite Corona blends from James. Not sold. This is how you get them right now. If you get 2 packs of California Dreamin', you get 5 of these guys. So you get 15 cigars altogether. The way to get them is right there on the bottom right there, guys. So if you like to order, do so ASAP so we don't run out on you. Not necessarily in that order. Yeah, you gotta. I would. Yeah, I know. I'd probably drink them all in that order. Maybe not the coffee and the Bang Energy. I just go straight for the alcohol at that point. And then I saw where was Moonshine checking in from? He's in Chicago.
He
Yeah,
is in Chicago.
Chi-town. What are you doing out there? Always traveling. That guy. I'm glad to see it.
Oh, dude, I want to get out to Chicago too. It's a good city, but you got to go there. I mean, you don't want to go when it's too cold. That's the only downfall. When it's too cold, I just can't do the snow. Okay, so this is the Scotch that I got from that. It's Mizunara oak. That's what the oak's called, but it's KAIYO. I don't know. Is that a good view? Can people see that?
Oh yeah, they could see that right there. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one. They have the corner and that special wood. This guy is the tamarind agave.
Tamarind.
Yeah, dude, it tastes like tamarind and agave. It's very good. And then this guy, everyone told me I'm not gonna ever find it again. It's rum made from 100% sugarcane juice, aged 2 years in American oak, and in American oak, and also in mezcal barrels.
Oh dang.
So yeah, it's this one. I could only find 1 bottle, and that's the only thing they let me take, and there was no more, and I haven't been able to find it again. So
Yeah, gotta hold on to that guy then. That
I've gone through it once, and it's very, very, very good. But this guy, the tamarind one, is like I said, if you're a cigar guy and you like boutique stuff and you like something new on your palate, it's a good buy. And it's not expensive. It's under $50 from what I remember.
Nice. That's another thing I like about this cigar. A lot of guys look for those rarities or those unique stuff. It might not be a limited edition, but something you might have heard of before.
Yeah. Like one of my favorites is the Highland Park Magnus.
Nice.
For the price, I think I haven't bought it in over a year. I still have like one bottle that I'm working on. Like I had a few bottles, I'm down one. But back when I bought it like a year and a half ago, they were $35 at the stores, $35, and of course it's all up to personal opinion. But in my opinion, I thought they were better than Macallan 12, and I'm not a big Macallan fan to begin with, but I like more Belvini for my scotches and stuff.
I like Belvini, yeah. What was the name of the rum again, real quick?
I got it already.
You put it in there? Okay, cool. Thank you.
On the comments?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Leslie knows her stuff. That's I can tell you right now.
She'll find it.
Yeah, she will get a hold of this.
Matt wants to know if you made it to the vault in Meridian, Idaho.
I have not made it there, but they are one of my good accounts. They are some of the coolest people out there. I'm still working on it with Jeremy, but I might be doing like a Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming trip in the early part of December or in the end of November, or next year in January or February. So that's kind of like it's up in the air.
Well, you better get prepared for that snow then, because you're gonna
Yeah,
get
I
in a couple
know,
of
dude.
spots.
I know. I got a event offer from Canada for October last year. I was like, sorry. Like if Coleman wants to go, Coleman would go.
Eduardo, oh, sorry, man. I don't know if we're missing your comments because Frankie's trying to keep up on all of them, but we're on Pariah and on the Bakersfield Gentleman right now. Put it again if you ask something, just so I know I've seen it too. Josh and Lori are great people. The Vault is my place when he's in Idaho. Okay, awesome. So that's something I got to check out too then.
Yeah, Josh and Lori are great people. I can't wait to see their the remodel. I've been following it on Instagram, and they did it. They have a bar now inside the lounge, which is cool. Yeah. I think, I don't know, man. I'm hoping like you're noticing that more stores are able to get their alcohol licenses and more restaurants are allowing people to smoke on their patios. Like in Burbank, like I never thought I would be sitting on a patio in Burbank.
Allowed to smoke a cigar,
yeah. Come like when I had my shop in San Jose, my business partner from the shop was in Burbank driving and he was smoking like a really expensive Cuban. And a cop was like, literally pulled him over off the freeway. He was just passing through the city and was like, oh, you have to put that out. And then my friend was like, well, how much is the ticket? And back then, this was the early stages of the non-smoking. It was like $50 or $100. And he's like, yeah, you know what? Just give me the ticket. I'd rather just smoke my cigar. So like,
Nice.
Yeah. So to go from that to now being able to smoke in a patio, I hope. But then you're getting all these other bans that are happening, like the flavored tobacco ban and
ridiculous stuff. Yeah.
You have like small wins and like setbacks. And I get it. Like the flavored tobacco thing doesn't affect me in any way. I don't smoke flavored cigars, but when does it stop? You know what I mean? Like where does it stop at? What point
that's just the first step. First it's the flavored, then it's this size is too big, it's too much tobacco.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, like. I feel like, and I've said this on another show before, I feel like if you want kids to stop smoking, I know, like, it's not going to be by banning banana swisher.
No.
It's going to be by being more active in their lives. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair to just push, like the whole world can't parent for you.
No,
you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So like it's not responsible to say because my kid might go smoke a banana swisher, we should take all flavored swishers off the market. You know what I mean? Like, and again, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't sell any flavored cigars. There is no plans in Sinistro's future to bring out a Mr. Strawberry. You know, like it's not happening. So that doesn't affect my bottom line at all, anywhere, at any time. But again, it's not fair to ask the whole world to police your kids for you. You should be doing it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, and I know it's gonna offend people at some point, but I just feel like you should be more involved in your kids' lives. If you feel that they are smoking, be their friend. You know, like spend more time with them. They don't smoke around you, right? So after school, spend time with them. Don't let them go to that place where they don't smoke. Yeah, you know, like
assault them, yeah. I mean, I thought that's why we had the age limits, you know, because that was supposed to stop kids. So you're passing more laws, but the other ones aren't working already. So how's more laws going to add on to something that's not working? You're just repeating the same process until you're screwing someone else over.
And look, if at the end of the day, like, no kid smokes Swisher just to smoke the Swisher. I've never seen it's usually, like, let's be realistic, it's usually for marijuana.
They cut it open, they do their thing.
And what, like, just because there's no more banana Swishers doesn't mean that kid's not going to smoke marijuana. He's going to find a way. There's a will, there's a way. You know, when I was 16, we wanted to go get alcohol. We would sit in front of a liquor store and ask everybody who walked in until one person was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll buy you guys up." You know, and you know, when there's a will, there is a way. People will find a way to get it done. I just don't see why about banning everything. Like, what are you gonna do? Ban everything, and then hopefully, like, and then everyone's gonna be living in a bubble for the rest of their lives, you know?
They're gonna ban you can't get sick. No more allowed to get sick, no more allowed to get any kind of secondhand smoke. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you know.
Stay away from bonfires, stay away from your grill, all that.
We're at an hour, Mike. You want to repeat the deal one more time?
Absolutely, guys. We're running the deal on California Dreamin right now, guys. And with that, James has been generous enough, goodness, I can talk right, to include a never before released Petite Corona, the Africa Cameroon wrapper on that. But it's something that is not out there anywhere right now, guys.
Well, and it's probably not going to be out there anytime soon. Even if we do something, it's if by the slightest chance, if it does happen next year, it would be very, very far out in the year. I kind of have everything planned for the year already for what releases are coming out. Yeah, and if it's going to happen, it'll be very far down in the year, or it'll be like a one-off for somebody else. You know, it's not going to be, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, and again, the reason why we didn't bring it out is because of the price point on the cigars. So technically, the cigars that you would be getting would be retailing at a higher price than the California Dreams. So you're winning it every which way you look at it.
Richard, so you're looking for the unopened pack, so the entire 25 count right there? I'll let Frankie decide on what you want to do with that, because we'll do something special if you want to get an entire brick, basically.
How many is it on for two?
This is
five?
So it's
for two, you get 5.
Yeah. So then if you get
so
that's
if
10.
you get, that would be 10,
12 would
12
be,
and a half.
So
I'll do 14.
yeah, you get 14 extra with that if you get the entire brick right here. And then you might want to sit on those for a while, guys, because there aren't going to be any more after that. Like, we haven't sold like this other than...
How many do you guys put aside for yourselves?
Not a lot. I don't put too many because I want to get them out. I want you guys to enjoy them too. But there is at least for the Noir and the Rush, I've got 2 bundles, or not 2 bundles, but 2 packs of each for myself. Frankie's got his too.
Mm-hmm.
And then for this, even less. So I think I have 1, I think, and then I had 1 to smoke.
1 full bundle?
No. One pack.
Just 1 pack?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then, I mean, the coolest thing so far, as far as just handing them out, we got to Emilio Rivera, the dude who he's on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And he was over at PCA one year, and we saw him at an event. I'm like, this is Emilio Rivera. I'm gonna go talk to him real quick. Super chill guy, really nice. Definitely not a gangster like on the
Yeah.
Definitely different attitude.
Well, he's an actor.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, one of our buddies that smokes at the lounge with us went to high school with him. Back in the day, he was telling us stories about him. He's just crazy guy, awesome guy. But he's tried it out. He enjoyed it, so I'm excited to say that Emilio Rivera approved. What do you call it? So yeah, they're 5 for the what do you call it? But what do you want to do on a brick? If they wanted to buy, yeah. No, what do you want to do a price point? You want to give them a break then, yeah?
What's the cost of it?
It would be $250, yeah.
do 200 for the brick. If you want the
200.
whole
So
brick.
yeah, if you do the brick, it'll be 200 for the entirety of that. Plus, we'll give you the cigars because that is impressive. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, that's what we'll do. And Leo, thank you. The new art was phenomenal. I love it very much. I just can't smoke it right now because not any left.
Which one was the one that we're totally out of?
Noir.
Oh, okay.
Noir's gone.
Sorry.
I can't do anything about that. I saved a couple for myself again, and then I know our buddy Jeremy bought some. So if you really want to get a hold of any, he sits on his for forever. Like I can't even tell you how many cigars he has, and he will do that. Like, okay, so I'll buy a 5-pack for myself, and I'll buy a box. I'm like, what's the box for? Just save it.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line.
It's the same essentially with my Scotch thing.
Basically.
Same thing. I understand, bro. I understand.
You know the pain. Now, because which one did you only get 2 of? It was the rum.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This one.
So how tempted are you to open it up though? Like from time to time.
I you know what? I have a friend in the Dominican who's like a rum fanatic, and I'm like, it's definitely not going this trip. That's for sure. It's not going with me on Sunday, but I don't know, man. I was thinking about gifting it to him, but it's hard, bro. Like that's the only one I have left.
And that's definitely one that's like, oh, it's gonna be hard to find that again.
Yeah, that one, like the place I bought it from, they told me they're not getting any more, not because they've ordered it. There's no more left. So yeah, that's the only thing. So my spot doesn't have it. So it's gonna be one of those things like, if you're lucky, you might walk into a liquor store one day and see it. You know what I mean?
Might be lucky.
And again, on the packaging, who would think? Like, would you think like this would be like rare, hard to find? Like, you know what I mean? It's not like it's cardboard. Like it's like look at the paper print on it. It's like,
well, the back said they only made 600 and some bottles.
Oh, this is bottle 515 out of 672. So I was last on the list.
Jeez, yeah.
And it's handwritten, dude. The bottle number is handwritten, the lot number is handwritten, and it's a product of Mexico.
Jeez.
That's
impressive.
Handwritten on the back. But yeah, I didn't realize it was only 672 bottles.
That's probably
That's very off number, 672. Where's the other?
That's because I think some of it evaporates, some of it.
Or the owner kept the other 28.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah. Like 672 is what I'm putting on the market. So the rest I'm keeping for myself.
Yeah, these 3 bottles are for tonight, and then 25 for later. What do you call? But that actually brings into a little point, so we got just a little more time at least. The back orders on stuff lately. Like, has it been harder for you to get what you need?
100%.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna get any easier. Everyone thinks that because COVID has calmed down and travel is getting more normal, people are going out more. That they think that the cigar industry is just going to go back to what it was. It's not. There was a boom. So during the boom, and the boom is still happening right now. So it's not one of those like it wasn't just during COVID and it died away. So during the boom, there's more tobacco being used up. The growers are still, again, during the boom, the growers are still growing the same amount to keep up with either like their 5% increase or 10% yearly increase in production, and not obviously the 50 or 60 or 120% increase, God knows, on the farm level that happened, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to start feeling in 2023, we're going to start feeling the tobacco shortages. So, the issue doesn't just stop with rollers and, oh, we don't have enough rollers. That was one issue, yes.
So that was like a now issue.
Yeah, that's a now issue. Once you fix that and you have a whole bunch of rollers, now you're going through, 100 times the tobacco you were going through last year. Now, later issue is the shortage of tobacco. So luckily, while I was there for the last 8 months, like I was literally living there for like 8 months to 9 months, and I procured a lot of the tobacco that I use a lot of, like Piloto Cubano Lajero. I bought a ton of that. Pennsylvania Lajero, I bought a ton of that. Pennsylvania broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf. So hopefully I won't have any of those issues next year. But again, there's no like set date on when that is gonna pass. You know what I mean? And maybe because I bought mine on the front side earlier, I might have problems in 2025 or 2024. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's all up in the air on tobacco right now, and it's everywhere. It's across the board. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, big, small, boutique. You're having backorder issues. If you don't have backorder issues right now, it's probably because your product's not selling. Not, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if Davidoff is having backorder issues, and you know, at the size of Davidoff, they only roll Davidoff. They don't roll for other people's cigars. There's none of that. Same thing with Fuente. Fuente only rolls Diamond Crown and Fuente, and they expanded. So if these guys are having backorder issues, everyone is. Yeah. You know,
no one's going to be safe.
No one's going to be safe. And if you are, and you're not having any backorder issues, it's probably because the product wasn't selling to begin with. And you know, and that's the kind of the thing that I think sucks. I think there was a few brands that had an influx, and now that the other companies are catching up and getting the orders back out, that influx is just gonna
tape right back down.
And that's kind of like you know, and it sucks because as a boutique, if you're gauging on that influx and your investment goes like this, and then all of a sudden your return on investment drops, you know, it's a make or break for a lot of companies. Unless you have like an insane investor that's got a shit ton of money, it'll break you. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of like that's the thing I was kind of worried about, is guys getting too much inventory right now and not being able to sell it because other people are catching back up.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Oh man, I didn't even think about that, honestly.
And like I was saying, just the order, like we got 9 pallets the other day, 2 days ago. The order I put in, I was hoping on some of the product, I was hoping it would last till the end of the year. And I'm already about to hit back orders on that product, which I thought was going to last me till the end of the year. So it's going to be an issue going into 2023. Hopefully, what I've done is I thought I was 6 months ahead. Now after this, I realize I'm only 3 months ahead. So my next challenge is, like, I'm going back Sunday, is focusing on getting what I have there out now, because I need it sooner than later. I was hoping I was going to bring that in January.
Yeah.
And hopefully getting stuff done where I could put in a whole new order for January. So when this does come in, let's say next month, I'm ready for January. So it's looking good though. But like the factories I'm working with, like La Aurora expanded to 200 more rollers, nice. 200 more pairs, 100 rollers, 100 binders. So they're gonna obviously the new rollers can't just jump into premium tobacco, right? So they're gonna have to start off with some of the other stuff, and as they grow as rollers, they'll move into premium tobacco.
Expand it.
And
okay, yeah.
So same thing with El Artista. I've been using them a lot this year, and we'll be doing a lot more stuff in the future. They just opened another factory, which they have tons of. They opened another factory in La Vega, and they're bringing in a whole bunch of new rollers. So there is a bright future. That I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how long that tunnel is going to be.
Going to take some work to get through it right there. But that, it's some good problems to have, though. I mean, it could be worse. It could be the other way around, where you got all this sitting there, like you're saying. So I'm very happy to see that people are smoking good cigars. They know Sinistro's good cigars. So you're gonna have those problems.
I'm definitely like stressed out, but I will tell you, if it was the other way around, I would definitely be way more stressed. If it was the other way, where I'm just sitting on product as opposed to product turning and being back ordered. Don't get me wrong, that is stressful as hell, because you always want to make sure your customer's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't
Yeah.
ever want to say no to a customer, like, oh, I don't have this in stock. And I do feel like utter crap when I do have to say that to a customer, especially if it's any customer. I feel like crap, but like, especially if it's a good customer, you know what I mean? So I do try to avoid situations like that. Like, I'll try to hold stocks. Like, right now, we're not opening any new accounts. I might open like a few here and there, but we're not trying to go super deep because we want to stay good to the clientele we have now.
Oh, for sure.
And make sure we have the product for them, you know? We don't want to be spread out like everywhere, but a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. We want to support the guys that are supporting us, you know? So we have a freeze on accounts right now. Maybe when the next batch comes in, we'll reopen the freeze. But yeah, dude, you just got to take it one day at a time right now, especially with what's going on with the industry. You know, wood prices are going insane. Box prices went up.
Yeah.
Paint prices went up because of China. Everything's going up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because people don't think about that too. It's just all those little factors from every corner, not just the tobacco. You know, it's very important, obviously, but there's other things that come into it.
If like, and this did happen. So my boxes went up in price, $2, and you think like, oh yeah, it's $2, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's up 40%. So if I was paying $5 for boxes, now I'm paying 40% more for boxes. You get what I'm saying? So like, it's not a huge amount. And remember, for every $5, I think that falls into 25 cents per cigar. So end user, that ends up being $1 more.
Yeah, that ends up real fast. I got Coleman on there real quick. I might have stolen your seat for today, Coleman.
Oh.
This is a good thing that you're on here right now, because we also have Matt on YouTube saying, when is Coleman going to get out past Las Vegas? I would also like to see that. I want to sit on that side and see Coleman right here.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
We're gonna have him come out. I think maybe end of the year or beginning of next year. Hey, bro, I want to go to the East Coast too. Why is it that Coleman has to come out here?
I think both of those guys be taken care of. Hey, Cam, how you doing?
Sorry, I wanted to see the comment. Don't worry, Coleman. He's just keeping it warm for you, bro.
Yeah,
he's making sure it's good when you come. Like, he's breaking it in.
It's very comfortable. I can reach everything. It's perfect distance. I want to make sure the chair swivels properly. It's all good.
If you like if you want to make any updates to your side, let him know. He's here for the next hour or so. So
write it all down, fix it up.
We'll get him to work.
Got to do it. Got to get it in. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this in just a second, but just to make sure you guys know, and then real quick, Gareth just hopping on. Sneezer in the house. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
Oh,
He's our UK distributor.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. Checking in. What time is it over there? Then what? Like 5 hours ahead?
I have
6.
I should know this, but
it's off the top of the head kind of thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. The only reason I should know this is because we've been planning together to talk, but the whole time we've planned to get together to talk, I've been in Dominican, so I've been in a different time zone. So right now, being here, like,
again,
my math, I don't want to do any math right now, so I have no idea.
So the last time you were on the show, you were in the Dominican. We had you chimed in.
Yeah.
Someone fell off last second. And you're like, I'll hop on.
Yeah,
Huge help.
I
Appreciate
remember.
that.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, man, can you get on real quick? Yeah, it's fun being on the show with you guys, bro. It's always fun, dude.
I didn't even want to buy because I knew you were working over there, and then like a friggin' white knight saving the day right there.
It wasn't for
like
you.
the last cowboy.
All you had to say was Melanie, and then I was like, all right.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We do that all the time. Hey, Melanie's gonna be there. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that meeting has been canceled.
Well, it's hard to beat a gorgeous, super fun person who smokes cigars. Exactly. Yeah, she's a ball of energy. She was out there.
So she has control of the morning shows from here on out?
Yeah. We're going to switch it. I want to get her branding on there a little bit more, too.
Oh, yeah.
So the name might change a little bit. We're going to let her pick it out. Great American Morning was just what I called it because I had nothing to do in the mornings. And it's
I mean, I like that name. I think, like, just so you're not so sexist in this Me Too movement, you should be Bakersfield Gentleman and Gentlemanness.
I actually,
what is?
You're not far off actually about other things that we're not talking about just yet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
But you are not wrong.
But what is the word you're supposed to use for that?
She's still a gentleman. She's very
Why
no.
isn't there a word for a proper woman? There's only a word for a proper male. How that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
She's just a lady. No, there's gotta be some class here.
Yeah,
you
there
know?
gotta be something like, I'm with you on with this one, women. I'm definitely me too on that.
Oh man. You got the GLAAD award for today. I'm gonna wrap that up. All right, we're closing it off right there, guys. Remember, hit us up right now. You get a pack of California Dreamin', a 5-pack. You don't have to buy the whole thing, but if you'd like to, go ahead, as we saw earlier. 5-pack, you get 2 of these never released before petite Coronas right here. Thanks to James right here.
How long are we keeping this going for? It's only for the show, or do you want to extend it out till the end of the day? Like, you guys can take the bundles home, and then I'll watch the show and make sure you guys only hand out the right amount. This is my private stash.
I'm not gonna go crazy.
I'll find
Don't
you and
worry.
I'll kill you.
I won't.
I'm just kidding. No, but you guys can take the bundles and keep doing them if you want. It's up to you. You're the boss. If you want to keep them exclusive just to people that bought them on the show, that's cool too. Or if you want to open them up, because not everyone could go live, right?
Yeah, not everyone's
we
on
might
right
want to do
now.
at least through the weekend, because I know some people said they don't get paid till Friday.
Yeah.
So they might want to put an order over the weekend.
Yeah, that's fine.
And full disclosure, I have a wedding to go to tomorrow, so I won't be able to. So if we do it till the weekend, I can take care of you guys personally, because I just won't be free during that time
so
period.
if you just do it for tomorrow, it's not going to work because tomorrow's a dead day. Yeah.
So
Okay, so we'll let it go for the weekend. You guys take the bundles with you, and Matt. I know you know where these guys are at, so don't go over there and steal bundles from them.
what do you call it? I mean, if anyone could, I wouldn't be sad about it. As long as I got to see Matt over there.
I think Matt would do it like ninja style though, like when
Never
you're
even seen it
sleeping and
coming.
through the chimney, kind of like Santa Claus, but actually fitting through the chimney.
Yeah, not like myself where they get stuck
stealth,
in there
stealth
halfway.
mode. Yeah, you know what I mean. Through like cut like a little hole through the window and just sneak in.
Well, at that point, honestly, you kind of earned them. If you're gonna go, I can't hold it against you at that point. But we'll wrap it up for right now, guys. Coleman, miss you, brother. Miss all you guys out there. We will be live tomorrow for a little bit, but again, it's gonna be a short show because I got to get to that wedding. I'll try to go again live Saturday just to keep you guys updated on what's going on, exactly how many we have left. I'll do a tally, and then again Sunday, just a little short update so you guys know exactly what to expect.
Well, from the numbers you told me, you might sell out on Saturday. I don't know. You might sell out after the show. I don't know how many. Frankie's been in the charge of that, so who knows? But I don't think the numbers are going to be that great, guys. So if you do end up watching this later,
might hop on.
Hop on it ASAP. Like message them right away.
And we're doing the whole bundle for the 2.
Yes. You want to put that in the comments. Yeah.
And
if you want a brick.
Yeah, and these bundles, they're few in between. There's only 5 more of these 20 packs, so there's 100 of these.
That's it.
And then whatever doesn't get sold is coming right back to me.
Yes, unless I smoke most of them. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, that won't happen.
I'll let you smoke a few, okay? I'll let you smoke a few. But remember, these are my last ones.
The best time to smoke them when I'm here, so I'll bring them back, and then it's gonna happen.
And we'll pop up one of the scotches.
Oh my, you messing me a good time. Oh, I like it. Oh, all right, guys.
All right, guys.
Have a good one out there.
Thanks for having